Are there secret teams assigned to the recovery of unidentified objects that fall out of the sky?
Well, the short answer is yes. Stories of crashed saucers stashed away in secret hangars really have been a staple in Nevada for more than 3 decades. But now Congress is hot on the trail, and 8 News Now Chief Investigator George Knapp has an update.
In the wee hours of May 14, 2008, an oblong object glowing turquoise blazed across the southwest sky. An ex-cop in Bullhead City was among the witnesses. Seconds later, a fisherman in a houseboat on the Colorado River saw it too when it landed with a thump on the sandy riverbank near Needles. The fisherman, who used the nickname Bob on the River, told us,
"It didn't look like a meteor. I've seen meteors before. It looked like a plane crashing."
Within minutes, Bob says, a group of 4 military helicopters descended on the site and spotlighted his boat. Soon after, a huge military sky crane appeared, grabbed the unknown object, and carried it away toward the Air Force ranges of Nevada. In the days that followed, someone used heavy equipment to clean up the crash site. In the most literal sense, the oblong craft was a UFO, unidentified. In the aftermath, the most likely explanation was that it had been some sort of advanced drone or spy platform that somehow got off the reservation, which could explain why the military arrived so quickly. Pentagon documents obtained through the Freedom of Information Act show the recovery programs traced their roots back to 1947, the same year as the Roswell crash. Rapid response programs dubbed Blue Fly and Moon Dust were eventually created so that any unknown object which fell from the sky, whether Russian or other, could be quickly snagged and analyzed. In the summer of 2023, the online defense publication The War Zone reported that an effort now called Foreign Materiel Exploitation is still very real and very active. Historically, the military's Foreign Technology Division has been headquartered at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, home to the rumored Hangar 18, where the Roswell wreckage was supposedly transported. Does the military have bits of technology from unidentified objects or entire craft? One source who blew the whistle is the late intelligence colonel Philip Corso, who was at the top of the U.S. Army's foreign technology program at the Pentagon, and who says he personally participated in a reverse engineering effort that tried to exploit the advanced tech obtained from the Roswell crash and perhaps other incidents.
They came from a flying saucer.
How do you know that?
Because they were marked in the files as coming from New Mexico.
Roswell.
Yeah, Roswell.
Physicist Dr. Eric Davis has worked on classified projects for the military and recently gave formal closed-door testimony to Congress. What he told congressional staff has not been formally released. Dr. Davis previously worked for Las Vegas billionaire Robert Bigelow, investigating unusual phenomena. He was directly involved with OSAP, the largest acknowledged government investigation of UFOs, which was based in Nevada. The OSAP contract made provisions for Bigelow's company to receive unspecified exotic materials. The man who designed the program, Defense Intelligence Agency scientist Dr. James Lakatsky, acknowledged in 2023 that the U.S. does possess at least one craft of unknown origin. An interest in UFO crashes is one of the primary reasons Nevada Senator Harry Reid began his long secret interest in the subject in the late 80s. Reid said multiple times that he was made aware that the Russians and Chinese were both pursuing their own UFO reverse engineering efforts in a race for the ultimate military technology.
If China, Russia, Japan, other countries are doing this, and we're not, something's wrong. He said, because if the technology we have, the way these things are described and the way people see them, if this movement took place in anything we have now available to us, it would kill everybody.
Reid was not the first Nevada senator to chase the same mystery. One of his predecessors, 4-term Senator Howard Cannon, a decorated military pilot who was known as Mr. Aviation in Congress, told us in the 90s that he and his close friend, Arizona Senator Barry Goldwater, tried to get into Hangar 18 at Wright-Patterson to see the presumed UFO wreckage, but they were denied. Senator Goldwater made multiple public statements acknowledging he'd been turned away, even though he was chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee at the time.
The cover-up goes a lot deeper than that.
The search for physical proof of UFOs, maybe alien bodies, has now reached the point where it's a front-burner issue for some members of Congress. Intelligence Officer David Grush's startling public statements about crash saucers and reverse engineering programs hidden inside defense contractors and special access programs have been deemed credible and urgent. Grush learned about these programs because he was assigned to do exactly that. Can Congress ever pierce the veil of secrecy? Maybe not. There is a race for the technology, and from most of the sources we've developed, very little progress has been made in the 35 years since Bob Lazar's allegations were leveled. There are legitimate national security issues involved because whoever masters the secrets of these craft wins. George Knapp, 8 News Now.